Hello everybody, welcome to Global Cajon. In this chapter we are going to talk about seguirillas, which is a beautiful and deep flamenco style. Enjoy!
Corazón del amor mío. Bendito sea, bendito sea en el día.
Seguirillas is another beautiful flamenco style. It's as well as the bulería in a 12/8 time signature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. But it has its own pattern or way of accepting the notes. If bulería was 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The seguirilla is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. With this symbol and these strawberries, I'm going to show you how the structure of seguirilla works. The same way as a clock, the seguirilla is formed by 12 elements, and the strong beats of the seguirilla are the strawberries, okay? If we sing the strawberries as a low bass note, this would sound like this. Punch, 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 boom. Okay? Those groupings are marked with bass notes, and the whole pattern would sound like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. Like in bulería, in the seguirilla there is also a specific way of counting among flamenco players. And like in bulería flamenco way of counting, the seguirilla flamenco way of counting is a song with numbers. Again, these numbers don't match with the position of the beat where they are sung. But it's a very musical and very catchy way of counting it. And it also makes you able to communicate with flamenco players. So I recommend really learning this way also. In the flamenco way of counting, we would count like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a way of counting really the accents, but as you can see, the name of the accents is not the position where they are played. This is not a 5. It consists basically in numbering the accents. Would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. So it's good to learn the flamenco way of counting, but let's also learn the academical way of counting to understand how it works. It will be 1, 3, 5, 8, 11. 1, 3, 5, 8, 11. Okay? Doesn't really matter how you count it. The purpose is to get the music. Punch, 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 patun, patun, punch, boom. And the 11th note, the 5 in the flamenco way of counting, is where we close. As well as in bulería, it would be great to feel in seguirilla something that flows regardless of where the accents are. Play the seguirilla while tapping your foot in groups of 2, for example, to feel a flow under the specific accents of a pattern. A very natural way of tapping your foot and feeling the pulse in seguirillas is in groups of 2 notes. In other words, in quarter notes. So, tun, 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 tun. Let's see how we use this technique of palm, knuckles, and nails to make this kind of circle when we play seguirillas. The place to close or make a cierre in seguirilla is the last accent of the pattern. This is again the 11th note of the bar, or in the flamenco way of counting in seguirilla it would be the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this chapter, we learned that seguirilla is another flamenco palo, also organized in 12 notes, as bulería, but with a different internal way of grouping the notes. And also we learned that it has a confusing way of counting among the flamenco players that should be learned to not get confused. Well, I hope you enjoyed this chapter. You can find many other chapters of Global Cajon in my YouTube channel. Also in my website or Facebook, you can see the index to check the chapter that you are interested in. Thanks for being there and see you around. Adios.